I have been waiting for so long. Hey there, YouTubers. This is CypherSnake89. I have waited so long for Metal Gear Solid to come back to modern consoles. Zero Hour and Phantom Pains have been great to play and replay, but I miss the old ones. And now they're back. So we have Metal Gear Solid, VR missions, special missions, and integral. Let us go back to where it all started.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
The original PS1 classic on a PS5. So I'm gonna start with easy, so we can get one ending, then another, and then go up to normal. A lot of the names you'll see on screen are edited because of the Screen Actors Guild.
Stay alert. It'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Who was that guy? Hello, Liquid Snake. And there's Solid Snake. Yes, I get it. It's a joke.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Am I, though? Let's see if I can still make this work. Okay. You see the top right corner? That's my map. Those little glowing FOV cones are the enemy's field of vision. You just gotta stay quiet.
What was that noise?
Uh-oh. man, oh man, oh man, oh man. The eye pattern's a little different than before. Whew. Okay.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Yeah, so the game's not bugged, it's just gotta wait a minute. Written by Hideo Kojima. Yeah. Once you've played the later games, everything comes full circle. DARPA Chief Donald Anderson is Sigget, your weapons and support caller from Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Liquid Snake you actually meet in MGS5 Phantom Pain as a young child. No, go away, go away, go away, go away. I can't believe that worked. So Big Boss and Venom Snake, his shadow, are basically corpses at this point, but being kept alive by the Patriot AIs developed by Dr. Strangelove and Huey Emmerich, which you meet in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and you meet Huey again in Phantom Pains. But we are gonna meet Huey's son, Hal, in this game. But that's not till later. Ta-da! Metal Gear Solid. Elevator goes up. Ready for action. Oh, I have so many memories. I hope they help.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention.
I'm going to get into this hind now. Hey, here's a fun fact. You actually get to, not only do you have to fight that Hind D later on in this game, but you fight several replica battles.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The
You'll
bright
have
dot
to
in the
forgive
middle
it.
is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor.
Nope.
By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Ew. Okay,
If
so
you
there's
wanna get
chaff
in,
grenades
there's the
there,
front
and I'm
door.
gonna need them against the
It's the
final
fastest
boss.
way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should
That's
also
the
be a
easy
duct
way
on the
in.
second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
What can I do for you, Snake? Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China. But I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. To tell you the
Except...
I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Yeah, there's a problem with that. Charles de Gaulle was French. Anyway. So... So to get the chaff grenades from the heliport, we have to wait. See, they're going to overlap and then come apart, and that's when you gotta move. These chaff grenades will come in handy.
A surveillance camera?
So, can't go there quite yet. Gotta sneak over. So, in this original PS1 version, your first weapon is always here inside the truck. It's a SOCOM pistol. Original PS1 ton weapons were kind of limited. You could only do damage. After MGS2, who the Sons of Liberty game came out, Silicon Knights made a remake of MGS1 and called it Twin Snakes. That weapon you could actually use non-lethal ordnance, and you could aim and you could shoot while aiming. But in this case, we just have to stun the camera, get the stun grenades, and get out. So the security camera is covering the guard, and he's asleep.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon. That base must have some...
Yeah, that's what happens when you get found. Well, I just figured I'd show that off. In Twin Snakes, you could actually pick up a tranquilizer gun and knock them out peacefully. Now I've got to go get an extra ration to replace the one I just lost. So if I remember correctly, there should be a silencer, a mine detector, and some more gear. Hello.
Snake,
This is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master,
Cause.
what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you.
Kazuhira Benedict
Still help train
Miller.
the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you. Wild field mice don't have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow. That's where they stay warm.
Survival specialists, huh? I should learn from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that's not their own.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
Yeah. When you go underwater, you have an O2 gauge. Phew. Oh, what now?
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
You caught Snake?
Unfortunately, this is as far as I can go for this episode.
I wish I could send you weapons through this codec instead of just data.
That would be nice. I'm starting to feel like a thief already. Ransacking rooms, rifling through fallen enemies' pockets.
But you have no choice, Snake.
Maybe so, but I think I'm starting to develop kleptomania. I just keep putting things in my pocket.
Well, that's all for now. I'll continue with this series later on. Cypher Snake, over and out.